Hey, how's it going? Spy here with another scrap mechanic update video. Now I normally don't do these types of videos, but I thought this one was going to be a little more important since they added a ton of new things to the game, as well as making the new engine public. Since this is a new update, all the mods we were using in our previous series are no longer compatible. They could still work, but I'm not quite sure. I'm going to wait for the mod developers to get right onto the new update. We could go to the previous version to continue those series, which I might have to, but then we don't have all these new features and things like that, which kind of sucks. But anyways, we are going to get right into this episode and see all of the new things, so here we go. So the first thing they added was the new game engine. This is a total rework of the game engine, which means we're gonna have a huge performance boost in terms of bigger creations as well as smaller ones, and it supposedly also fixes a lot of the crashing issues some people were having. Now the game developers said that they are gonna continue trying to optimize the game, so that is great. We're gonna hop in our truck here and close this door here, and the first thing you guys are gonna notice is we have lights for our truck. They actually added dynamic lighting. Look at that, that's amazing. We're gonna check out these lights a little later on, but the more important thing I think is the suspension. They made it possible for us to be able to color the suspension as well as bearings. Check that out, that's awesome, isn't it? But if we go into our suspension here, we click E on it, we can actually change the resistance the suspension has. Look at that, that's amazing. This is gonna be so useful for a lot of creations. We can make our truck super droopy, which we don't really want to do, but here we go. Super droopy truck, and now we have a not so monster truck looking monster truck. It doesn't have much resistance for the suspension though, as you guys can see. So we can turn that up if we have a heavier vehicle. And we're going to change the resistance on the shocks here to make the truck have a lot more resistance on the suspension when going up bumps and hills and such like that. So here we go, about 5 on all of them. And now our truck should have a lot more bounciness to it. Look at this, that's a lot better. Even though we could tune it down a little bit more to make it a little more realistic, but this is alright. Okay, so we're gonna head up the hill here, and I made something a little special for this update. As you guys will see up here, we actually have our little house here, which is awesome. Now I don't know if you guys could really see it on this monster truck or not, but they actually added some new textures. As you guys can see with the wood looks a lot better, as well as the brick here. And also we have this new glass here. Looks amazing, doesn't it? I don't think they really added too much in terms of retexturing. Yeah, I think those are pretty much the same. I'm not quite sure though. The tile blocks look pretty much the same as well, but I think it's mostly the concrete, the wood block, as well as the metal and the brick. I don't think I have much metal here, so this is what the metal looks like. It looks pretty good actually. Another thing they added to the new update are these big wheels. I actually forgot to show those, but here is the new big wheels. They look pretty amazing. The old ones looked very similar to these small wheels here, but they added these new models here and new textures, and that looks amazing. It looks so much better than the old one. So when you enter the paint gun now, they actually show the color you are using. Look at that. That's awesome. So helpful. Okay, so the new engines actually have some new animations, so we're gonna place these down here and turn these up a little bit. And now we are gonna go inside this house I built for this update. It's nothing too complex, it's just a little demonstration of some of the new things. I also built a little hot tub here with some lights inside of it. Pretty cool. Alright, we're gonna go inside now, open up the door here, and on the inside what we actually have is a ton of lights to test out the new dynamic lighting, as well as this radio here, which has a new animation as well when we turn it on. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Alright, so let's check out the house here. We got a ton of lights, like I said. We could just turn them on with these light switches here. That looks amazing. I could see a lot of possibilities being made with these new lights, especially like mini games and such. So we have lights here as well. There we go. And up here we have a fridge that has a light that turns on automatically to test how the dynamic lights actually look with objects below them. Now I've noticed a problem with the lighting. As you guys could see down there, some of the lights actually go through blocks. I'll show you guys that in a second as well. So we're gonna close that, turn this on here. We got two different types of lights. We have the warehouse spotlight there as well as the headlamps there. So we gotta turn this light on to see those ones there. Pretty cool. I really like these new lights. They're pretty sweet. So if we go over here, this is the bathroom. We're gonna turn this light on here where the mirror is. Pretty cool. Look at all the possibilities. But one of the things I noticed, like I said, is things go through the walls, as you guys can see here. That's not a very big problem at the moment. You can just shut the lights off and it will go away. But it's kind of annoying if you're trying to do some realistic stuff. There we go. We got some more lights in here. This doesn't really work well through the fish tank that I built here, through the glass. And over here we got the living room. Turn these lights on. It looks amazing. So if it's dark in a room and you got like your shutters closed, we'll open these for now. Look at that. There's not much light entering the room at the moment. But if we close these, it'll kind of get a little darker. Not really. Then we turn this light on here. And it gets brighter. That's pretty nice. I'd like to see a lot more improvements on the lighting, especially like when you open blinds like this. I'm not sure if that's going to be possible, but that would be pretty cool. So that's pretty much it for the new items and such. Some of the new things I actually fixed were the collision checks. Now with bigger creations, there should be less collision checks, which means there should be better frames. But I actually loaded up my mini city and it was actually having a lot more performance issues than it did in the previous version, which kind of sucks, but hopefully they fix that. So we're still gonna have the mini city on hold for now, but I'm glad that they are trying to fix stuff here and there, as well as adding a lot more bug fixes and tweaks to this new update. But anyways guys, like I said, the modded series that I have started are going to be a little slower since the new update is out. We're not gonna have all these cool features. I'm gonna have to revert to the older version and install all my other mods to it. I'm not sure if it's going to work or not, but if not, I'll update you guys on that. If you have any suggestions for this new update, if you have any build suggestions or anything like that as well, let me know. I'm going to be trying to get into a lot more fan submission videos, checking out all of your creations and such. So if you guys enjoy this new update, please let me know your opinions on it. And thank you guys for watching and subscribing. And remember, stay sweet. Bye.